pig iron on his head.
And Dance
If you have a moment,
idolizes
I
me.
have something personal I'd like to discuss.
Absolutely, it's what I've been waiting for.
Sounds important. Go ahead.
It is important, but I don't even know where to begin. There's so much I wanted to say.
It's okay, I'll help you out in anything.
Take it easy, Dance. Whatever it is, I'll help you work through it.
I don't know if anything will help me work through it. I've spent my entire life, or at least what I perceive as my life, following a plan to shape my own future. But since my banishment, I feel lost. Almost like I exist without purpose. For the first time since that moment I signed up with the Brotherhood, I don't have all the answers. I don't have a plan, and it scares the hell out of me.
The plan is to stay here, help out all of these settlers that I've got, and kill any bad guys that come up. Impossible to plan.
It's impossible to plan your life. Hell, I didn't expect to wake up 200 years into the future.
Yet you've been able to roll with every punch that's been thrown at you. Don't you understand? Everything I had, everything I knew is gone. In the span of a few hours, my identity was ripped from me and my world turned upside down. At least what you had was something tangible, something real. Your wife, your son. They were living, breathing humans who loved you and cared for you. Those sons of bitches who created me couldn't even be bothered to implant memories of having siblings or parents. I don't even know how much of my own past is artificial and how much is real. Can you even imagine that? I started out as nothing, and I've ended up as nothing. And I don't know what the hell to do about it.
Damn it, Dance, this is the exact same conversation as I've had with Valentine. You may not know where you came from or what memories of yours were real, but everything you've done since, that's been working towards your own life and making something of yourself. I'm not going to say I'm sorry. I want to explain that to him.
People often?
All the time. Snap out of it, man.
Snap out of it, Dance. Self-pity is just gonna make things worse.
Is it? I suppose you're right. Maybe I'm just missing the point. My life's starting over. And I need to come to terms with everything I've lost and everything I've gained, which includes something important you've made me realize. I don't know if it's friendship or an anomaly in my programming. After all, I'm not really human. But whatever it is, I can't deny that I'm feeling closer to you than anyone else I've ever met.
Not gonna romance. You should get with Scribe Halen. Best friends, buddy.
As far as I'm concerned, you're like a brother to me. The best of friends.
And I'll do everything I can to live up to it. Look, I know that this has been difficult for you. In fact, I don't envy some of the recent decisions you've had to make. If our roles had been reversed, I'm not so sure I could have handled it as well as you did. Whatever the case may be, I just want to thank you for sticking by me, and remind you that what I said before still stands. If you need me, I'll be here for you.
There we go. Know your enemy perk. Let's see what it entails. Thanks to your relationship with Dance, you deal plus 20% more damage against feral ghouls, super mutants, and synths. That is going to come in very handy, as I encounter super mutants and feral ghouls all the time, and especially when it comes to destroying the Institute. Okay, thanks Dance. And again, liking your new outfit. Okay, I'm gonna take a bit of time away from this game. Jesus, 40 minutes of following this guy. I don't know how I'm going to cut up the video just yet, but I'll work it out afterwards. Yeah, I'm gonna relax for a moment. Okay, so it's been a couple of days. I've caught up with the recording and everything, and I know where I am now in the video. I've just spent some time relaxing and selling a bunch of items, and in doing so, I've made Hancock like me even more, because he just loves drug use, which is what I've been doing because it helps you to sell items at a higher price. So, Hancock,
Heads up.
What do you need?
you wanted to talk to me, didn't you?
Hancock.
To think I ever doubted you.
You had doubts about me? No, I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm impressive, because this guy, he knows what's up, he knows I'm a cool dude. Obviously.
What can I say? Some people have just got it.
You ain't kidding. It's just real rare these days. Find someone who's not willing to take things the way they're handed to them. Too many good folks not willing to get their hands dirty. And too many assholes taking advantage of it. Look at what happened at Diamond City. Before McDonough took over, it was a half-decent place to live. A little stricter than I usually go for, but not terrible. I thought he and I had a pretty happy childhood. But then he decides he's gonna try and get elected with his anti-ghoul crusade. Mankind for McDonough. Before you know it, you got families with kids lining up to drag folks they call neighbor out of their homes and throw them to the ruins.
Wow. Damn. Okay, I thought McDonough was bad before. I'm definitely going to have to kill him now. Oh man. This game doesn't seem to be as lenient as other games in how easy it is to get away with murder.
Check out on me?
You sneak and you stealth everything up and you kill the guy, and it's like Oblivion. Somehow everyone knows you did it. But I'll find a way. I will find a way. And yeah, how could they?
How could they do something like that?
There'd always been a pretty big gulf between the folks living in the stands and folks down on the field. McDonough ran on it because he thought enough of those upper stands assholes would vote for him. Guess he was right. I remember storming into his office above the stands after the inauguration speech. He was just standing there, staring out the window, watching as the city turned on the ghouls. He didn't even look at me. Just said, "I did it, John. It's finally mine." Should have killed him right there, but I don't think it would have changed anything. Instead, I pleaded with him, begged him to call it off. He said he couldn't. He had nothing against the ghouls. He was just carrying out the will of the people. And he couldn't betray the voters. And then he smiled. That hideous fucking mile-long smile. He never smiled like that when we were kids. I didn't even recognize him.
And so, yeah, I guess him sending all those people away indirectly got them killed. Because the Wastelands are a pretty harsh place to survive in.
He murdered those ghouls.
Him and that whole damn city. I still wasn't a ghoul at this point, so I didn't have to leave, but I couldn't bring myself to stay in that cesspool after that. I'd been sneaking off the Good Neighbor for years to get decent chems, so I knew the safe routes. I managed to track down a couple of the families, lead them there, but most couldn't get used to the Good Neighbor lifestyle. I brought them food for a couple of weeks, but after a while, they just disappeared. Folks in Diamond City signed their death warrants, and all the good people were willing to just sit by and watch. I felt like I was the only one who saw how screwed up things truly were. We couldn't just pretend things were fine. Still feel that way. Or I did. Until I met you. I know I run my mouth, but having someone who sees the world for what it is, and is willing to do something about it, it's meant a lot to me. I feel damn lucky to have you as a friend.
Hey man, I feel exactly the same.
I feel exactly the same, Hancock. It's been a hell of a ride thus far.
Then here's to a long road, with plenty of ammo. Well, thanks for hearing me out. You probably weren't looking for a history lesson, were ya? You wanna hit the road?
No, don't worry about it, Hancock. Besides, soon enough, I'll get your perk as well and become even more powerful. So yeah, I'm going to focus on the Brotherhood of Steel main missions, and if it gets to a point where it looks like we're about to storm the Institute, I'll then put it aside for a moment and do some of the Institute missions, because at least they're helping me to find some more rogue synths so I can deal with them swiftly. But, you know, I won't actually help them to gain more power or anything. And then I'll destroy them utterly. So, let's go downstairs and talk to the captain of the ship.
Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I am ready, especially as he's not actually dead, but none of you guys know that. Oh, and in redoing the Paladin Dance mission, I didn't actually change anything. I did everything exactly the same. But I did also discover that Scribe Halen also knows that he's not dead.
Amiss, Paladin?
So, I'm ready.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat, the Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Ooh, jeez. You see, the thing is, I've met the Railroad. They don't seem to be too much of a threat that will actually go to war with us and try and stop us, but they are a bit crazy, and they are rooting for the synths, even though they've got no reason to. Again, Paladin Dance and Valentine, they seem to be the exceptions, but the Institute is still creating synths to kill and replace people. They're creating synths to look exactly like people who already exist for the sole purpose of replacing them. So we still need to destroy the Institute, but Railroad, are you sure they're a threat?
Why is the Railroad such a threat?
Even with their relatively small numbers, the Railroad is a constant threat to our operations. They've already proven to be resilient against superior forces. With a knack for disappearing when cornered, worse still, they possess the capability to help synths flee the Institute. If we intend to end the synth menace, we need to plug the leaks. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Okay. You know what? I quite like going after the leaders and not just the soldiers who are blindly following. That never seems right. So, I think I'll do that.
Consider it done.
Thank you, Paladin. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Pridwin. I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
Consider it done. I will get it back here in one piece.
I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Good. It'd be a hell of a waste if you didn't.
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes to complete the mission. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Ad Victoriam.
Try
Okay.
and get Pam back here in one piece, okay?
Yeah, I will. I'm just going to leave this place very quickly so I can tell you a bit more about my reasoning and what I'm planning without everyone talking to me and interrupting me. So what I'm thinking is I don't want to actually completely annihilate the Institute and kill everyone there. I mean, wanting to help escaped synths, rogue synths, whatever, that are trying to get away from the Institute and live out their own life, or they don't know that they're synths, you know, like Dance or Valentine, who was a prototype. Yeah, that's all fine. That is fine. But wanting to help out the Institute themselves, who are killing off people, no. That's terrible. Can't be replacing people, killing off the originals. No. So, I'm going to be going after the leaders, not the entire Institute, and if I can't persuade them, then I guess I'll have to kill them, but, you know, hopefully I'll be able to persuade them, or they will be absolute lunatics, and I won't feel any remorse in killing them. Okay, got that out of my system. Let's fast travel. Okay, so I'm back at the church where the railroad hangs out. A war zone hasn't broken out, the Brotherhood isn't here to meet me. Good. Hopefully I can just walk in nice and casual, talk to the leaders, and hack Pam, and everything else will be just fine, and I won't have to go on a murder spree. But if they force my hand, I'll have to do it. Oh goody, the sounds of gunfire. So scratch what I just said. We're doing this on their terms, not mine. Oh well, they are enemies. They are working with the Institute. Can't be having that. Can't be having protecting the guys who are wiping out people across the wastelands. It's gotta be done. My hand has been forced. You didn't need that head, did you? No, it was just holding you back. I'm pretty sure that's how you use scoped weapons. You smack enemies in the face with them. Screw long range, just run right up to them. Okay, downwards I go then. This is going to make hacking Pam a lot more difficult. But hopefully it can be done. Oh, that's one of... Move out the way! I'll just throw a grenade past you. Well, well done. That's what you get for standing right in the way where I can't move past you. Oh, no, not the arm. The head. There we go, that's what I wanted to aim at. From point blank range with a sniper. Oh, again, move out the way please. Don't stand in my way. Don't want to accidentally murder you. Oh, are you okay? Do you want a stim pack? Nope, can't help you. Oh, okay, you're up now. I could just do the same trick as before, but... Alright, I guess this will be cooler. How do I activate it? Oh, there we go. Let's move away. Oh, not quite the explosion I expected.
Another victory for the Brotherhood.
No, it's more of my own personal victory.
We got trouble. I got something.
Oh yeah, you wanna do this? Okay, okay. We'll just trade blows like this. Okay, taking a bit too long. Oops, sorry Hancock. I think I might have run out of grenades. Okay, you deal with it while I reload. Okay, you were tough. You were a tough one. I mean, you are dead, but all the same, you were a tough one. Well, looks like I'm just forced to do this. Sorry, no other way. If it was up to me, I would have tried just talking you down, but it's not the way this has worked out. Okay, Pam, you... Okay, good, she isn't actually attacking. Makes it a lot more easy. Okay. Load holotape? Is that what I want to do? Okay, gotta find the right one. Alright, here we have it. PAM decryption program. Yep, start. Okay, done. And let's just take the decryption codes back. Alright, I think that's all fine. Hancock is getting a little bit riddled with bullets. There we go. You okay, Hancock? You're not dead, are you? No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, if I...
Pam.
Full system reset accepted. Awaiting instructions. Factory reset mode enabled. Command mode available.
Maybe I need to put the code back into the computer and not take it out. Let me just try that quickly. No, nothing else comes up. Play tape. Nope, that's it.
Pam.
Ready for programming instructions. Recommend interface type RJ11G.
Okay, I guess maybe once I fast travel she'll show up on the Pridwin, but no idea. Currently she's just stood like a robot, which she is. I think that's everyone. Oh no, another blip has shown up on the radar. Ooh, you almost escaped, didn't you, drummer boy? Well, you were a challenge. Okay, so that's everyone. Now it's just time to get out of here. But first, I need to desecrate all of these corpses.
To the living, God, the spoils.
I like the way you think, Hancock.